word that contains different meanings, but this word peace has two roles.
To make our world a better place to live in and make each one of us unite so that we can have a brighter future.
But sometimes, we, the people who must share this peace to the world, is the one who is against of it.
Like we forget how to forgive and we always put our pride first. Because we don't know how to forgive, there are situations that leads to fighting and abusing.
And because we put our pride first, we only know is anger and fighting each other. We can understand each one of us if we have our own pride.
Sometimes it happens in our house, school, and even in our working place.
There are misunderstanding situations that we do not expect.
So how can we unite if we hate each other?
How can we make our world a better place to live in if we ourselves don't have an inner peace? Last May 2017, Philippines experienced the attacking and the bombing of the terrorists in the Marawi City. But it does not happen only in our country, but also in all parts of the world. Many people died, many people cried. Some of them lost their houses, some of them lost their families, their business and agricultures. And some of them, especially the innocent children, undergo traumatic experience. They almost lost half of their future. According to Sir Rizal, the youth is the only hope of our future country. But how can they help us if we already destroyed them? Terrorists. They are a group of people who violate the law because they are against the management of government. They are the reason why some of our country fellow men in the Marawi City experiencing trauma, mourning for the deceased relatives, and suffering. But what is really the reason why they do this kind of things? Well, according to my research, some of the terrorists are Muslims and they live at Mindanao. Because the government does not pay much attention to the island of Mindanao, they think that they do not care about them. Muslims also experience a lot of discrimination. We always judge them. We judge their religions, their clothes, their traditions, and beliefs. Sometimes, when we see them walking at the street, we are moving away from them, even if they are not really the terrorists or the badjaus. When we hear that word, the first thing that comes in our mind is they are the beggars. Why don't we try to change this kind of habit? Why don't we try to respect and accept them? According to the Bible, love one another as you love yourself. We can have a better place if we loved, understand, and share peace to the world. We can't have peace until we learn to have an inner peace.
Based on these Bible verses that talks about peace, it shows how important it is in our world and in our Christian life. First, Colossians chapter 3 verse 15. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. It means peace must spread out around the world, included in our hearts, because as a member of Catholic society, we are called out for peace, and because of it, we must be thankful. Second, Hebrews chapter 12 verse 14. Make every effort to live in peace with everyone, and to be holy. Without holiness, no one will see the Lord. It means that make everyone in peace, because it is our effort to do it, and having peace makes everyone of us holy. Third, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 11. They must turn from evil and do good. They must seek peace and pursue it. It means that we must not do evil things. Instead, we must be a good person who are seeking peace, and we must also pursue this goal. Fourth, James chapter 3 verse 18. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. It means that the persons who spread and make peace is the one who can have and contains righteousness. Fifth, Psalm 29 verse 11. The Lord gives strength to His people. The Lord blesses His people with peace. It means that every one of us receives strength from God, and He blesses us by peace. The last and the common Bible verse that we hear or see that talks about peace. John chapter 14 verse 27. Peace I leave you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. It means that Lord lives and gives His people into us, so that we must not be afraid and be troubled, because He will not give it to you if the world is against of it. Therefore, we conclude that peace is within us, but we always want to be a winner. We don't want to be a loser, even we know we're already the one who is wrong.
We should spread love so we can have a unity to achieve peace in our world.
Remember,
That God gives us peace to have a better world,
and to have a
a
brighter
brighter
future.
future.